Hello everyone, welcome to my July budget with me. Also wanted this to be a little mid-year financial reset because back in January I did a whole financial reset video that you guys really seemed to like, and it was actually super helpful for me to like get specific with my goals and map out my year and think about the future financially and just check in on all the things, you know, credit score, my emergency fund, my money goals, you know, just all those things that a lot of times I tend to forget about. So I just like set it and forget it. So I thought in this video, along with doing my June expense report and July budget, I would also reflect on the goals that I set for myself for 2024 for my money goals, and kind of discuss like, do I need to adjust my goals? We're gonna take a look at the vision board, all of that kind of stuff. So if you guys set some money resolutions, money goals this year, bring them out, and we're kind of going to look through those first before jumping into everything I spent this month and what I'm hoping to spend next month. If you're new here, welcome. I do these budget with me's almost every month, and if you're wondering what spreadsheet or anything that I use, the credit cards I use to gain points for travel and to help me track all these expenses, I will have the links in the description box. But let's go through and take a glance at the vision board that I made back in January for what I want my year to look like financially. So this was really fun to do. I obviously did like a life vision board, but I wanted to make one just for money to help me kind of visualize where I see myself. So for one thing, I put like screenshots from Shopify of like, you have a new order. So like money coming in through my business, a check with my name on it. That's like my income every month, what I'm wanting it to be. I also have 3 big money goals on here. One is I want to pay off my student loans. So I have like a screenshot from my student loan portal and it says 0 balance. I wanted to build my savings, like my emergency fund, to $4,000, and I wanted to get my car loan down to $10,000. So those were 3 of my big money goals for 2024. I'm on my way. I've contributed to my student loans, my car payment, and my emergency fund every month. I'm not halfway to those goals because I think I need to give a little bit more every month, but that's okay. I am going to adjust my budget this month because I got a new job and I'm gonna be making a little bit more money. I still have like $4,000 that I need to pay off on my car, student loans. Let's take a look. Actually, I forgot. Try to adjust my budget a little bit to put more money towards these bigger goals that I had for my year. Another thing that I checked recently, just to check in on, is my credit score. I'm still good, in a good standing there. Check yours, see how you're doing there. Your investment portfolios. I have a Roth IRA, as you guys know, so just checking in, making sure my monthly payments are still going into that so that I'm building wealth and all of those fun things. So just do like a good check-in on all your accounts, your credit cards, make sure your monthly payments are set up, make sure everything's looking good financially, and then also compare and contrast where you are right now in July of 2024 to where you want to be January 1st of 2025. And then we will adjust our budget for July and moving forward to help reach those money goals that we set for ourselves at the beginning of the year. Okay, so student loans, I still have $3,000 left that I need to repay, and I'm paying like $160 a month currently, but we're gonna change that to reach our goal sooner. There's 6 months left in the year. I need to be paying like $500 a month if I want my student loans to be paid down by then. But also I want to get my car payment lower because my car payment has a higher APR rate, meaning it's costing me more in interest every month on my car loan rather than my student loans. So I want to put more money towards my car loan, and then rather than my student loans, going back to my goals for 2024. Keep a healthy credit score, check. Pay off student loans, we're getting there. Pay off $6,000 of my car loan to only have $10,000 left, we're getting there. Build an emergency savings of $4,000 on hand, we're getting there. Make an average of this much money a month. I may be able to do this with my new job now, which is really exciting. With my job, along with, you know, what I'm currently doing, and then spend in alignment each month. I think I do that pretty well. There's very few purchases that I make nowadays that I'm like really regretful of. Honestly, like I'm either buying something that's a necessity or that brings me joy. So there's rarely a purchase where I'm like, ooh, I shouldn't have bought that. honestly, I can maybe count them all in one hand for the year. I'm pretty good about spending in alignment, which I'm proud of. So even if maybe I shouldn't have bought something, it's like, oh, a plane ticket, I'm gonna be happy about that eventually. I feel like I very rarely make purchases that I regret. I'm not for buyer's remorse. If it's like a tangible item, I will return it. Maybe the only buyer's remorse I really get is like paying for parking when I'm in a hurry somewhere. But again, I really try to avoid that actually. That was good to reflect on the goals that I set for my finances for this year. And now I know moving forward what I need to adjust to try to reach those goals sooner. So speaking of hitting our goals, let's go over to my June budget. And I'm gonna walk you through every expense that I had for June. Okay, so let's start with gas. I budgeted $50 and I ended up spending $67, pretty close on budget. Lyft and Uber, I budgeted $50, I spent $37. Coffee, this is where we went over, pretty much doubled my coffee spending, rather over what I wanted. I don't even know why that happened or how that happened, but now I know to monitor that for July. So I budgeted $30 and I spent $59. Eating out though was significantly lower, which is great. I budgeted $250, I only spent $172. Groceries, almost exact. I budgeted $300 and spent $291. Entertainment, I budgeted $75 and ended up spending $50. I'm trying to remember what this $50 was. Oh, we went and saw Hairspray, the musical in Nashville. It was so fun. I love musicals, and seeing one in person is just so fun. We literally bought the back row seats, the cheapest seats in the whole theater, but it was $50 for a Broadway traveling production. One day I'll be able to buy closer seats and actually have good seats, but for now the budget allowed for the nosebleeds, and that's what we did. Beauty, I budgeted $25 and I spent $34. I got my eyebrows done. And what was the other expense? This is gonna be like one of my new money saving hacks. I've been doing press-on nails, and these are Glamnetic. $20 for the set, and I feel like I could get at least 2, maybe 3 uses out of them. $20 beautiful manicure rather than spending these, because it also has the chrome, would be like $100 in Nashville. So we're saving money with the press-on nails. Shopping / personal, I budgeted $150. I've kind of been in a little shopping mood, and I spent $93. At Aritzia, I bought 2 items from their annual sale and like maybe something, yeah, a few things from Amazon. Gifts, I didn't have any gifts to buy this month, so that's $0. Pet, I budgeted $50 for Spruce. I spent $57. Okay, and now towards the end of the budget is where things kind of went awry, because I was buying things for future trips and future fun things. And I honestly did a great job with my budget, as you could see before. Like all of these expenses, I only had 3 expenses that went a little bit over, and honestly the biggest over was in coffee. But this is where things changed a little bit. Okay, so travel, I started budgeting and spending on a Disney trip that me and my friends are doing for our birthdays at the end of September. So I'm so excited for this trip. I love Disney. I haven't been there to Disney World in 2 years, and so we're really excited for this trip. It is expensive. I want to do a whole video on maybe how we budgeted for this trip, how we got the whole trip to be under $1,000, which is still a lot of money, but it's Disney, it's expensive. So anyway, it's about $1,000 trip total, but I think what's helpful is like I'm putting a little bit of money towards it each month leading up to the trip. So this month we bought one of our flights, which was on sale through Southwest through one of their like 3-day deals. This flight, we got like 50% off. We paid about $98 for it. And then we actually paid the deposit for our hotel, which was another $98 each. So in total, I put $196 towards this trip. I was budgeting $200. I think next month I'm gonna budget like $500 for this trip. So it's just a little bit easier to like pay for this trip in chunks rather than all at once come September. And then what wasn't in the budget that came up last minute was Sabrina Carpenter tickets. I did vlog the morning that me and my friend bought these. We weren't able to buy them like just normally. We did buy resale, which were kind of expensive at $283. It's kind of crazy that this is almost what I paid for my Taylor Swift Eras Tour tickets. And this is Sabrina Carpenter's first stadium tour. First arena tour. So I don't know what's going on, but I love Sabrina Carpenter. I've been a fan of hers since Tornadoes, and Emails I Can't Send was like my top album of 2023. So okay, don't come for me. I am a Sabrina stan and I needed to go to this show in October in Nashville. So we bought the tickets. Did put me over budget by $200, but I feel like, you know what? I'm just in my buying experiences era. You know, we're buying trips, we're buying tickets, and I only see a few shows a year that aren't like gifted for free tickets I get through my friends in the music industry. So I only spend maybe 500 tops on concert tickets throughout the year, and I only go see people I absolutely love. Basically, I wanted to spend $1,180 this month, and I ended up spending $1,340. Okay, let's go over to bills. You guys know my reoccurring expenses, my internet, my rent actually went up in July, so I'm gonna have to edit this for July. Pet insurance, my electricity, because air conditioning was pretty high this month, was $45. Water was $18. ClassPass, I'm still going off of your all's referrals, so I didn't have to pay for that this month. Apple and Spotify. I did contribute $200 to my Roth IRA. So I love this little breakdown here of my expenses. 21%, which was those concert tickets, was literally like my biggest expense, which is kind of crazy. But these tickets, like in my head, it didn't seem like that much money because I was seeing that these tickets go for $800, $1,000, like so much money. So I'm like, oh, $280, not that bad. But the fact that these concert tickets cost the same as my month of groceries is kind of crazy. Sabrina, I can't wait for this album. I hope it's amazing though. Let's move over to July. We're gonna restart here. Let's actually start with the bills and everything. So like I said, my rent went up about $100, so I'm gonna round it to like $1,500. That's not exact. I'll get the exact number at a later time. But because I renewed my lease, Nashville, the rent prices do increase here almost every year. And so it did go up by $100 a person for me and my roommate. This is for a 2-bedroom in a nicer area of Nashville. It's $1,500 each. So this is what I want to change a little bit. So my minimum for my car payment is $338 a month. I am going to raise that since, like I said, I will be making a little bit more money now with this part-time job that I'm adding into my revenue streams. I'm going to change this to $500. I'm going to raise my student loan payment to $200. That is what I want to start paying now. So hopefully this will help me reach my goal of paying off my loans and my car more. General savings, I'm going to keep the same for now, and then taxes and tithe is dependent on what I make each month. Roth IRA, I'm going to continue with the $200, but I do want to be able to max this out by the end of the year. So towards the end of the year, I'll see how much money I have left over from everything, and I'll probably put a lot of that into my emergency fund and also maxing out my Roth IRA. Okay, now for the budget. Let me delete all of these things here. And let's get started writing out what I want my expected expenses to be for July. So gas, I feel like $50 is good for me because I thankfully don't drive a ton around Nashville. So $50 usually can last me for a month. Lyft and Uber, I may be going out like once or twice this month, but nothing too crazy. So I'm gonna do $30. Coffee, again, we're gonna move it up to $40 because I was $60 last month, but I wanted it to be $30. So we're gonna budget $40. Eating out, what all am I doing this month? I feel like I'm gonna try to lower my eating out budget. I've really been enjoying trying new recipes and eating at home more. So I'm just gonna put $100, okay? We'll see how that goes. We will see. Groceries, I'm going to keep at $300. I think that was a really good amount for me. Entertainment, I already know that I'm going out on a boat for my friend's birthday, and that was $40. And then I want to maybe go see some of the new movies that are coming out in July. So I'm going to add like 40, 50, 60. What else? I feel like there was something else I wanted to do this month. I'm going to say 75. You know, summer is in full swing. We're doing fun stuff. If experiences and entertainment cost money, that's okay. $75. Beauty, I'm going to budget 50 because I already know I got a pedicure this month, so that's going in there. Shopping / personal, I'm gonna do 100. Gift, I already bought my brother's birthday gift, and I think that's the only gift I'm gonna have to buy this month, and that was around $70. Pet, I'm gonna do 60. And then travel. So again, this is for the Disney trip, starting to buy things now, like gift cards I can use on food, and we're gonna have to maybe buy our tickets for the trip now as well. So I'm gonna put $500 for travel, and that's why I'm kind of glad I lowered some of these other expenses, because I know that I wanna be putting more money towards this trip. And then I'm gonna put $100 for other. I'm trying to think of anything that could come up that would just be other. You never know. So in total this month, I'm spending a little bit more, but I am hoping to spend under $1,500, basically $1,475. We will see how it goes. Again, checking in throughout the month is really helpful. All right, that is it for my July budget. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up so I know to keep doing these every single month. I want you guys to comment down below what's a money or financial goal that you've accomplished so far this year, and what's one that you're working on for the second half of the year. I'm so thankful for you guys. I'm so thankful for my job. I'm excited to start this new job and continue being transparent with money, because it's tough out here in our 20s, living in a city. I understand, and I think it's good and exciting sometimes to talk about it and just, yeah, be very transparent in hopes that it helps you out or motivates you in your own finances. All right, that is gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in my next one very soon. Bye.